Okay, so for number 13, you want total and lateral surface area. So let's look at P first. So remember, in a triangular prism, the triangles are your bases. So this is your base and this is your base right here. So if you were to pull out your base, you have a height of your base of 56, and then you have a base of your base of 42. Okay, so technically this is 70 because this is your slant height, but remember to find the height and base of your triangle, it's going to be the two lines that meet at the right angle, which is why 56 and 42 are the numbers that you're going to use. So lateral surface area is just big P times H, and big P right here means the perimeter of the base, so you're going to add up all the sides. So big P equals adding up all the sides, which is 56 plus 42 plus 70. And that's big P. So you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so when you add them all up, you get 168. So this is important information right here. This is your big P. Then it is, let's say this is lateral. We're working on lateral over here, which is big P times H. So H, it's lowercase, so that means that it is the height of your prism, and your height means that it connects your two bases. So we highlighted our two bases in this line. That is not working out for me. This line right here connects your two bases together, which is also this line, which is also this line, and those are all the same measurements. But that is the height of your base. So let's label that with an H. So to plug into your formula here, we have big P, H. Big P was 168. So that means that your surface area, or I actually like to label it just S with a little L. Surface area is 168 times the height of your prism, which is 72. Okay, so you're in 8th grade, so you should have a calculator, so you could do that. Press pause and then press play when you did that. Okay, and so your teacher must like really big numbers because you should have gotten 12,096 inches. And its surface area, so that's squared. So that is your lateral. And then you have your total. So total right here is S equals big PH plus 2 big B. Well, we already have big PH. So in the place of this, we have 12,096 plus 2 big B. Okay, so remember right here, big B means the area of the base. So let's find big B. Okay, we have our base of, I'm going to redraw it, 56 and 42. This is a triangle, so what is the formula for area of a triangle? The formula is A equals 1/2 base times height. So area equals, and I actually like to do base times height divided by 2. I don't know if your teacher has taught you that, but on the star chart, I teach all my kids to rewrite it as base times height divided by 2, and it takes out a step. And they usually like that because less work is better. So your base and height, this is your base, and this is your height. So area equals 42 times 56 divided by 2. Okay, so go ahead and press pause and do that on your calculator and then press play. Okay, so that was 1,176. So that is the area of the base. So that's your big B. So now you can plug in surface area equals 12,096 plus 2 times 1,176. So order of operations tells you to do this first. Well, we just divided it by 2, which means if I multiply it by 2, you're going to get the same number. That's the funny thing about triangles. So if you wrote that down, I guess you're a calculator, so you didn't write that down. Hold on. So that should be 2,352. And then you add these two together for your total surface area. Okay, so that was lateral right here, and then when you add that together, that's your total. Okay, so let's go to number 14. So this is total and lateral surface area of a rectangular prism. So let's put this right there. Okay, so this one is, let's look at lateral surface area right here. Is the area of the rectangles without the base. So same formula, SL equals big PH, where big P is the perimeter of the base. So with rectangular prisms, you can choose any base that you want to choose. So to shade it, I'm going to choose this one. This base and this base. Okay, so if I were to pull that out, I'm going to redraw it. This side is 14, this side is 5. So perimeter of the base means that you're going to add up all the sides. So 14 plus 5 plus 14 plus 5. And that's your big P. Okay, so press pause and do that. Okay, so you should have gotten that your big P is 38. Okay, so then now let's plug into our formula. Big P equals 38 times your height. So remember, height is the line that connects your two bases. So if my base is right here, this is the line that connects the two bases. So this is your height. So right here and right here. So your height is 21. Okay, so go ahead on your calculator and multiply that out. Okay, so this, your lateral surface, I think it was 798, is 798. Of course, it should be centimeters squared. I don't think I did that on the last one. Okay, and so then now we're working with total, which formula is S equals big PH plus 2 big B. Okay, so S equals big PH plus 2 big B. We already solved for the first part because this is your lateral. And this was 798 plus 2 big B. Okay, so now we have to find the big B. I'm going to do that right here. So here's my base again. And big B is the area of your base. Big B equals area of base. So this is a rectangle, so the area of your base is base times height. And for this rectangle is 14 times 5. Okay, so then 14 times 5 is 70. So now S equals 798 plus 2 times 70. Okay, so go ahead and finish that out. Press pause and then press play when you have finished. Okay, so order of operations says to do this first. So S equals 798 plus 140. And then whenever you added those together, you got 938 centimeters squared. Okay, so that's your total. Also, don't forget to fill out these parts right here. Okay, so last one. True or false? The formula for area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. True. Okay, just making sure you got those right. So again, remember you can pick your base. Any of them works. You can pick this base right here, this frontal base, which means that this back base is right there. Okay, so if you were to pull that out, this is 4 right here. This right here is 5, and it's a rectangle. So, of course, 4 and 5. Big P equals perimeter of your base. 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4. Have little nice numbers this time. So 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4, 18. Okay, and then so for surface area lateral, big P, H. Big P we just found was 18, and then the height of your prism. Remember, your height of the prism is that line that connects your two bases together. So the line that connects your two bases together is right here. That's your height. 6. Okay, so there's your lateral. Total surface area equals big PH plus 2 big B. Okay, so remember your 2 big B. Here's your base. Remember, big B equals the area of your base, which is base times height. Big B equals 4 times 5. Okay, so then you'll be able to plug that in and finish this problem. Let me know if you need anything else.